Hello guys. First and foremost, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Okay, hope you all had an amazing Christmas.
I hope you all, yeah.
I think this year was mainly about family and just being together and just being, good food, good music, and all of that. Obviously, if you got your presents, what you wanted,
congrats.
Yeah, good for you.
Me, I gained Nyash.
That's what she wanted for Christmas, and that's what she got. But
Let me not stand up.
But today, people, I have a video for Reigns. It's, you know what? I don't know whether to tell you. I don't know how much context to really tell you.
Don't give him no context.
Don't give him no context. Just
jump
straight into the thing there.
Okay.
I'll give you a little bit of context. It's about a fast food worker and a transgender woman and they're having an argument, having a little dispute due to let's get into it and you'll see. Okay, cool.
If them call you a sir, I don't know what they did then.
Because they saw the name on my credit card and they were not being nice people.
Well, I mean, they saw your name on the credit card. What do you want them to tell you?
That has nothing to do with it. There could be someone in the back that they don't see that's paying.
Okay, ma'am.
So why would they intentionally do that? Can you tell me what your location has done to be trans competent?
Okay, so the gist of the video is, if you haven't got it, one of the workers have obviously seen the credit card, seen a man's name on it, and said him or something, and she's now offended.
Okay, first and foremost, I respect the LGBTQ community. Educate me if I'm wrong. I don't know if there's any more letters added to it. But there comes a certain point.
Yeah.
There comes a certain point whereby if you do not allow someone to apologise and rectify, you're not arguing to educate someone. You're arguing for the sake of arguing, which is making the whole situation worse. For me personally, I couldn't care if you were a penguin or a he or a she or an it or a they or a them. As long as you tell me, Rainy, that ain't it.
So it's actually got nothing to do with this person being a transgender.
No, it's got nothing to do with the person. I feel like sometimes we're on this hype of no, you've got to address me correctly. Who even are you, Gary? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who the hell even are you? You even address the Queen as mom. Do you know what I mean? Who are you that I should be addressing? Please don't come and stress me. I'll cuss you out as well. I don't care if you're Gary or Mary.
I get in a fast food establishment as well. It's always the customer is right, and
no, it ain't. Oh my God.
It's very hard, and it makes it even harder now to try be politically correct 24/7. And obviously, this man, he's not even come on some. What happened? She said, "Oh,
what would you like me to say,
bro? What are you doing in your establishment to help that?" Come on, man. If I feel like this woman didn't want a sorry. I don't know what so we carry on. So
yeah, someone's riled her up all the wrong way.
Big time. This is nothing to do with her fast food.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with that guy.
This is nothing to do with that guy or that guy that called
No.
her him or something. But yeah.
Look, okay? Like I tell you, we don't discriminate anybody in here. Okay? I'm so sorry if you feel discriminated.
No. It's not that I feel, it's that I was discriminated against. I would like you to promise me.
Come on, man.
Please.
Come on, man.
Don't come and stress me for promise.
I would like you to promise me. Come on, this guy's a big ass. This is not a child. What is going on
the playground?
Right now?
Promise you'll always play with me.
What is going on right now?
You can't do it.
This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Someone has used their initiative. It's not even using the initiative. It's just he was just the name's that. Why would he?
And you know what it is on credit cards as well. They always put it's called a prefix. So it's either Miss, Mr. or Ms. I've never seen a credit card that doesn't have it. Please, if you do have a credit card and it doesn't have a prefix, show me. But to my knowledge, if it does say Mr. What do you want me to do?
Why would I then say Miss?
Why? Why? You know what? I feel like there's something we may be missing.
So we carry on?
Yeah.
That you will stop treating trans people this way.
How I'm treating you? I'm treating you bad? And I'm doing
Your staff.
it. Your name on the credit card is a feminine name.
No.
She said no. Is your name on the credit card a feminine name? No.
You know what? There may be something else we're missing. Play the video.
Exactly. They're not discriminating you.
Yes.
No, they're
they
not.
are. Because
they're not.
someone else could be paying.
My sexuality, whatever it is, and I feel confident
You know
of who I am
I'm
and
not
what I
talking
am.
about sexuality.
Have they gone? Like, has she gone through?
Mm-hmm.
They've seen her face. Like she may look feminine. She's given a masculine card and then still been called him, because that's where I can feel like it's getting a bit tricky.
That's not how drive-throughs. How would that happen though?
This is American as well, remember. So I'm thinking because she's saying it may be someone else that's paying, maybe she's like, the person has seen her
Yeah.
and still called her him. That may be what her where her qualm's coming from, because I'm trying to, like, people,
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, people are irrational, but irrational to this extent that, like, even if something else has like upset you in the day and this is like the needle in the haystack, there's got to be like some element of truth to it, and I doubt she's gonna.
So for devil's advocate, because it is cut. So what you're saying, she could have gone through the drive-through.
Yeah.
He could have. So a drive-throughs, you speak first.
Yeah.
Actually, we don't know. So let me
that's
not
what I'm
assume.
saying,
Let me not
yeah.
assume. So you think she could have seen her face,
Yeah.
given the card,
And still been called
him.
or sir or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, there is your card, sir. But she's clearly
A
dressed
woman.
as a woman. Yeah, she identifies as a woman.
Okay.
So for me, then it becomes a problem, because you know what? It could be a slip of the tongue. It could, like, do you know what I mean? Fast food, especially, it's like you're not thinking.
Yeah.
But doing admin work as well, myself, when you're on the phone dealing with people, do you know when you used to call the teacher mum? Like, you don't think the teacher's
Yeah,
your
yeah,
mum,
yeah,
but
yeah.
your brain just sometimes is out of whack. As long as they've apologised, I feel like
That's the main thing.
that's the main thing, but she doesn't seem to want an apology here.
Let's ride it out. Let's see.
Talking about
That's
sexuality.
what you're just telling me
You
right
don't
now.
even know what we're talking about. So how can you tell me I don't know what I'm talking about? We're talking about gender identity. You're talking about sexuality.
Okay, to me, I'm a male. Okay?
Okay?
So, what are you? So I can call you a sir or ma'am. What are you?
What would you assume looking at me?
What are you?
What would you assume looking at me?
I assume that you're a man. Okay? Okay?
No, that's nasty.
No, that's rude. That's rude. That's
No, you
rude.
did-
No, there's no. No. I'm not. I'm just laughing because of that. That is so. No way they end the video there. All right. What do you think about that? Let's just look at her face again at the end.
Okay, right. Okay.
You be
right.
devil's advocate.
Okay. She clearly has long hair. She's wearing lipstick. She's tried to make, like, she's giving off her what her feminine aura she believes her feminine aura is. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's
Nah. Nah, say what you're gonna say. Say what you're gonna say. I'll put it on this side. I'll be even, as I was always gonna be. If that happened, I understand her frustration.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't understand is she's in a drive-through looking like 2:00, arguing with one of the managers. Let me tell you something. They don't care. I didn't want to say that, but they don't actually care about this whole interaction. You're wasting your time right now. He's being paid talking to you. You're not being paid talking to this guy. This little conversation right now isn't gonna change your life. What you needed to do was say sorry. You know what you are deep inside. That's fine. He may have made a mistake.
But do you know what the problem with that is? Let's flip, right? And say if it was like, we've just come out of slavery and it's a racial slur. It was okay last year. It's not okay this year,
What?
right?
Yeah.
So if no one ever speaks out, how will things change?
I understand that, but you have to know the time and place.
No, not always. Because
Well, you have to know the time.
Rosa should have known the time and place when the bus wanted to go. Do you get? It's not always about these massive grand gestures and these big walks and talks, because you're trying to change everyday life. Okay, it filters in from the top, you change the laws, but the people at the bottom do not care about the laws, because the laws really, they do govern us, but we're so far removed from it. It's not personal. For us, it's the everyday. Like, I want to feel respected, whether I walk into my corner shop, whether I go to my local school, whether I go to my hospital, or if I go to my Jeep. Like, I want to feel respected in everyday life, and I'm living in everyday life. These people at the top are not necessarily living in everyday life. So for me, it's a case of, she's actually, like, my opinion at the beginning of the video was completely different at the end of the video, because I respect her for calling them out. Because she's like, look at me, I'm dressed as a woman. You wouldn't like.
We don't know how that context dropped though.
No. Okay, it still doesn't matter.
You don't think so?
It still doesn't matter, because having seen her face now, it's very obvious that she wants to or does identify as a woman. Right, I'm not politically correct. I haven't been educated in being politically correct, so please educate me down below. But like, for me, if I saw you and you changed your style, like you'd given yourself longer hair, you're starting to experiment with makeup, you're wearing clothes that aren't synonymous with masculinity, I would automatically think, okay, your identity is changing. It's not what I would usually assume, so I'm going to respect you in that choice. That's what this video is about. It's not about...
I completely understand that. The only way I'm rubbing with that is because we don't know the order in which that has happened. If this person at the tannoid if she said her order, this is what normally happens in England, they're in America. You say your thing through
Actually, listen to her voice.
Let me listen to it one more time.
Listen to her voice, because you can tell.
We're talking about gender identity.
Okay, right. Listen to the actual nuances of the voice. That's not how you're talking, Tyler. If she wanted to identify as a man, she would have been talking in her masculine tone. But she's but she is like speaking in a higher tone. She wants to be more feminine. She wants to feel more feminine in herself. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. So now I'm wondering what happened.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying my opinion has completely changed from the beginning of the video.
So say she's done that in her feminine voice through a tannoid. And then given him the card.
Yeah, but then if I took your card to a drive-through, they still wouldn't call me him. Just because they've seen my card.
Okay, yeah. Very true.
Do you know what I mean? If you're
Very
like,
true.
oh...
What's your conclusion then?
My conclusion is, you have to allow people, you have to give people the space to apologise, right?
Yes.
That's what I'm taking from this. I no longer think that there's nothing that's gone wrong, because originally we didn't know about, like, I didn't pick up on the voice but just, you know, taking everything into consideration, yes, the workers do need to be more conscious of the environments and the societies that we're living in, because society is developing, right? Whether you agree with it, whether you don't, respect is a non-negotiable. Whether I like you, whether I don't, I will always respect you. I will never disrespect, or I will never willingly disrespect a person. But equally, as a transgender, you know, queer, LGBTQ person in that community, you have to allow people the space and the time to apologise. If he has said to you, it was not done intentionally, and I am sorry, I will go and let them know, there's no point trying to push this out further. And do you know what I mean?
Yep, I'm going to second that. Yeah, it's very true. We don't know much context, but with the context we do know, there's obviously been, she's felt like there's been a disjustice, and this is the manager talking to her of some sort of authority, whatever. And he's not coming aggressive at all. He's coming on a really nice tip. She's got some built up aggression with her. What's going on? He's said sorry, which is understandable. But he's said sorry. There's nothing he can do. There's no more in his power, and she has to understand that. And I feel like that is where the disconnect was happening.
Yeah. No, so I think from both sides, we do need to be more conscious and respectful in our communities.
Yeah.
But equally, we have to give people the opportunity and the spaces to apologise, which is something I might practice this week, because sometimes I'm so quick to shut off and not allow people to apologise or change their ways.
Yeah, man.
We're all guilty of it in some form
In
or
some
another.
form, yeah. But
So,
let us
yeah.
know what you think down below. Let us
Yeah.
know what you think of the video. I'll see if I can tag it below. It's going to be quite hard. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, give us your opinion on
Yes.
what should have happened in that disagreement.
Yes.
And,
How would you have handled that?
Mm.
But yeah, thank you
Thank
for
you for watching.
joining us.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
See you very soon.
Bye.